1,000 Maws of Toto-rak. Lali-ho, everyone, and welcome back to a solo challenge. You might notice that I am level 33 and I don't have a chat bar. I finally found the hide chat log window, but didn't know about that. Glad to have it. So, there's no way I'm going to sneak past these guys, so let's just get them out of the way real quick. I have been out a hiatus. Things with the family, work, work first, and then things with the family second, causing me to go to work. Long story short, it's been a rough ride. Things are finally starting to normalize. I'll go back to work in a few days. I'm happy, everyone's doing fine. And I just spent a lot of time with my family, being off the way I was, and everybody else was off. And with everything going back to normal, I decided to, do more recording than I had been doing. Hopefully get back in the swing of things and get things moving forward. And what do I record first? Well, technically Pokemon Emerald, but that ended in a fiasco. I'll get more into that on the Pokemon Emerald episode that I get back into. But let's just say that recording was a bust, and not because things went badly. Recording was fine. Gameplay save was not. Anyway, so here we are in the 1,000 Maws of Toto-rak, and I've unlocked Warrior, so now this is a Warrior solo run, not a Marauder solo run. Because let's face it, if I look at my ability list here, you might see that Marauder stops learning things at level 50. And I don't have... Wait. Oh god, I'm a Marauder right now, aren't I? Wait, I have Inner Beast. Oh, I haven't done the quest to learn Inner Beast. That's right, Inner Beast is 35. Okay, yeah, level range, that's why. But you see, Inner Beast is going to be nice for damage. So yeah, I want... Please let me target the monster, please. Thank you. So yeah, I have more healing. You might notice the little green button there. I don't think I had that during... Yeah, no, I wasn't level 30 yet. So, Thrill of Battle is an interesting healing move because it heals you and it increases your max HP. So it's never really a waste to use it. So I'll be using it before you use any of my potions. I do need to get some higher level potions, but So, this dungeon's gimmick. There are Magitech photocells. You want to go around and collect the Magitech photocells. You can go this way and get one out of here, but you might notice that web there. Anytime you see that web, if you get close to it, you get drawn in and enemies spawn on you. I wanted to show that room, but I'm not going to use that room. You can if you want to. In fact, if you're doing a full clear for EXP, go that way. Now, same thing. This way, going straight is one way, but there's fewer enemies on this path, and you can still get the same number of photocells. Now then, yeah, that's what I thought. They're over there. Now, these Tot-raks are sight, if I'm not mistaken. See if I can sneak past them. It might be sound. I'm going to walk just in case. So, you go ahead and get this. Just sneaking by. Don't mind me. Run for it! Okay, we're good. So yeah, this way has fewer enemies. And you will have to collect a grand total of 8 Magitech photocells. 4 for the first boss room, 4 for the second boss room. This room has a plant in the corner. I'm not going to be able to avoid this. I have to fight it. But I can fight the Tot-rak by itself. So I can kill it and then fight the plant. Because there's a plant in the corner of the room right there. You kind of see it moving right under my map. So yeah, I don't really have anything else to say right this moment about the hiatus. I do apologize for anyone that does enjoy these videos, but I'm going to try to get back in the swing of things. Yeah, I'm not going to kill you. I wonder if you're sound-based. I may have actually been able to walk past it. Oops. Oh well. We'll kill it just because we can. Turn our axe into a giant weed whacker. Alright. And you might notice that we have 3 photocells. That's because there's a 4th one in this room with the Magitech terminal. It's right here. Now, you can clear that way out, and there's these Tainted Louse. They don't do... They're the stronger monster in this area, and there's a whole bunch of them usually. But now we get to fight the first boss. Just target this, tell it yes, and the boss will spawn. And Coral and Ninetails. You know, Cat of Ninetails. This boss has an interesting gimmick. And you may never notice it unless you're a healer. But you see how he poisoned me, right? And keep an eye on when my poison wears off. Also, I'm just going to heal because I need to heal. So poison just wore off. And he poisons me again. Now, that's not on a timer. The boss actually checks for your poison. If you are not poisoned, he uses the poison again. So, it is going to keep you, whoever it's targeting, poisoned throughout the entire round. If the tank is the only melee fighter, then you can lock it by Asunaing him constantly. Because it's going to do the Poison Cloud, which has a delay. Then you Asuna, then he uses the Poison Cloud, which has a delay. I need to actually get my buffs and start actually focusing here. The poison's doing more damage than he is. But having antidotes here does not help. So I'd rather have the healing. That's okay. Nice stun. I can't. In fact, I did stun him, but not before he poisoned me. Oh well. So yeah, if I end up losing this one, it's just gonna be because I wasn't paying attention there. But yeah, this fight is a bit of a thing because of the poison. And in fact, that's going to be the hardest part about the second fight, because I promise you, this is not the only time we're going to fight this guy. Also, Duel Battle. Again, always good to have. Because it boosts your max health for a short time as well, as long as you're not at your normal max health when it ends, you're actually a plus. So take a little bit of damage and then fully heal. Or then pop it so it heals you. But yeah, see, no matter how many attacks he misses me with, that poison's going to be the biggest problem. But that is the first part of the dungeon. Now for the second part of the dungeon. The second part of the dungeon is almost as bad. So you see these guys, the Warden's Whips? Well, about half the magic cells are through these guys. You have to kill the Warden's Whips, and they have the same nasty habit of trying to poison you. Only downside for their end is they don't spam it like the boss does. So if they miss, you're not poisoned, and you can go ahead and kick their butt. And that was the one that dropped it. Technically, if I could fight just a one at a time, this wouldn't be so bad. But, yeah. There we go. Now, if you go to the right, there is a... I just realized something. That's not something I can use, is it? Nope, okay. Whoa. Anyway. Go away. So that's how you do it, by the way. You just basically right-click the menu, or if you're on PlayStation, you can use the square button on the log and push it away. And those are sight-based, so they instantly saw me. And I missed an interject, oh well. Aha, gotcha that time. It's hilarious that I'm level 33 and I'm having issues with the bosses still. The normal monsters aren't really that bad. Like, I can blaze through these guys with no trouble. Lord help them if I'm paying attention and actually using my buffs. Okay, there are 3 in this room, aren't there? Yeah, there's another one right there. Alright. Because I have to kill them. And I got poisoned. Twice. Oh god, all 3 landed on me. Okay. I don't have arms ink yet. Oh no, it's right there. Why is it there? Hold on. Didn't realize I'd learned arms length and it got put in a bad spot. That Toto-rak in a bad spot too. Arms length, by the way, has an interesting effect when used by tanks. I didn't even know about this until I was talking with a tank in a higher level dungeon. Arms length is able to prevent you from taking knockback, but it has a neat little side effect of giving you essentially a barrier that whenever something hits you while it's up, it slows them. Very important for reducing your damage. Usually you pair it with something like Reprisal, because it's not a very strong effect. So usually when tanking big bosses, you'll see tanks use Arm's Length and Reprisal together, because they're both debuffs. But sometimes it's good to spread them out too. In this case, spreading them out's the better idea, because I don't have a healer watching my back this whole time, you know? Also, there's a treasure chest down that way, but I don't need to go that way, so we're going this way instead. There's the last of the 3 photo cells that we can get from killing enemies are right here. And there's a whip inside there, there's a whip there, there's a whip, there's the 3rd one. But if you notice, there's a line going all the way back, so we're going to get ambushed by a side one. Technically speaking, you probably don't have to fight these guys if you went through the other path and fought a whole bunch more monsters that don't actually need to die. Let's face it, I can kill 1 pull here and get a photo crystal for it, or I can kill like 10 pulls. It's not really that much, I'm exaggerating, but the point is, it's actually less kills to kill this group. So if you're just doing like me, I always forget that coffer's there. If you're not getting the XP from it, you're just trying to quickly do the dungeon, then there's no point in killing all the extras pulls during that other path that, oddly enough, is now not on my map. I'm probably going to have to go back through there sometime. Oh well. Map completion. Anyway, there's the photo cell. Go ahead and pop Berserk and burn through this Warden's Whip. There is some backstory to this place. You may have noticed the notes that are on the walls and such. You can read those for backstory, but it doesn't actually do anything for you. Dungeon ceiling. What's that? Oh. Okay. Well, that's the thing, apparently. Okay, you're about to see what I meant by the, There we go. Okay, so the Mungtoi sapling is the only thing that attacked me. That's good. However, doing that did spawn mites in the next room. Now, normally, if any of your teammates get stuck, you can break that web with the packs. But in my case, there's very little reason for me to break it unless I just end up dying to the next boss, which is possible. But if that's the case, I'll break it on my way back through. Okay. So there's the mites. Cell mite. I don't know if these guys are sight or sound. I'm going to try sound and probably see. Yeah, they're sight. Okay. So that one on the left saw me. Alright. What's up? Heavy Berserk. I technically could probably do Overpower, but I want to have the healing from Storm's Path. This does concern me that these mites are doing this much damage, though. Oh boy. Especially that next boss is going to have ads. That's the second boss of this dungeon, is literally the first boss of the dungeon with ads. I wish I was joking. Alright. When it says the opening forms in the web, it's because it opens the passage behind you. Let me show you. See? That's open now. The reason I said it may still be there if I die is because I was hoping to be able to sneak past the mites, but no go. So, now we have the sticky web we have to cut through. And we'll be in the boss chamber. However, I don't think the boss is going to spawn until I have 4 photocells. I looked over there, but in the quest menu, and I have 3. So instead, we're going to go this way for a quick second. This is used in the fast path through here because it's about as long of a walk, and there's only 2 enemies to get this extra one, versus the 3 you have to go through for the other. Now that I think about it, these might be sound-based. Just gonna walk over here gently, get the photocell without touching anything, and gingerly walk off. Once I think I'm out of aggro range, I'll start running. There we go. Then see, I didn't even have to fight those guys. Now, if only I could get a party to do that. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Anyway, alright. All cooldowns are ready. I don't think I have any. Yeah, I don't have anything else. Okay, get ready to spam those potions, because this poison's going to be worth that. Okay. Save Berserk for the ads, because I want the ads going ASAP. Oh god, he's open with that kind of damage. About it. Maybe I should just go ahead and berserk and be done with it. I am going to save my defense buffs for the ads now. Okay, I'm still able to keep up with them. Is it 50% that he summons them? Yes, it is. These ads have a nefarious debuff, because they don't poison you, they slow you. So you have to kill them ASAP. The other one didn't die. I'll survive this. He's still doing 100 and something damage per hit. Holy crap. I never noticed he did that much damage. I'm gonna kite him for a second. Yeah, we're just gonna run around in a circle while he stops to poison me. That's actually not a bad idea. Dodge. Nice. Okay, let's do this. Time to berserk. Stun him. Gotta run. Fortunately, this boss, I think, hits harder than the final boss here, so... I think, could be mistaken, there is an exception to that rule, but... The problem is, this is only about halfway through the dungeon. There's only 3 bosses, but the rest of the dungeon is still, like, the running part of the dungeon. But, that takes care of the boss. Okay. Okie dokie. Should have bought those other higher potions. Gonna definitely do that before I get to the next dungeon. Oh boy. Also, I haven't done the hunting log yet. I probably should have, but... I wanted to give this one honest try before I did my level 30 on hunting log. Okay, so with that door lowered and our buffs are mostly reset. So this is one of the reasons people hate this dungeon. There's a lot of this crap. And it slows you down while you're standing there. And there's also a bunch of those, the fleshy pods. They, yeah, it doesn't have any effect. They explode whenever you get close to them. Or if you attack them. And they poison you when they explode. Why is this not triggering? I don't want to hit this fleshy pod. Is it really going to do that to me? Okay, I was able to pull back before it did. Hit that and blow it up. Mites are sight, so if I run this way, I can hit that and get rid of it. If I run behind it, I should be able to avoid them. Oh boy, they're looking that way. Which way are you looking? I can't tell. Oh, you were looking at me. Okay. Time to kill the mites. Yeah, at least I was able to avoid that one over there. Small victories. You know, it's funny. When I first started doing this, you probably could tell by watching, if you watched the first ones, I didn't think stealth was going to be a thing. But I got to thinking about Palace of the Dead, and if you've ever tried soloing Palace of the Dead, or even just playing Palace of the Dead at higher levels, stealth becomes a massive part of it in the upper floors, because the monsters start doing so much damage that either your entire team has to be ready to engage, or even some monsters, even then, you don't want to fight them because they're so powerful, so you have to learn how to avoid enemies, and it's something that I've done for years in Final Fantasy XI, so most of it comes natural to me. It's just learning how enemies aggro in this game is the problem. Throw your axe, thank you. Okay, this one I think a mite spawns behind me, so I don't really have the ability to avoid it. Ow. Oh, no, that might didn't. Oh, that's the last one, isn't it? No, but the mite spawned there. Yeah. Oh, and they're all 3 of them link, so there is a mite coming way from off screen. There he is. I'd rather not see the inside one of those pods, thank you. Hopefully, by the way, this doesn't have the same kind of echoey effect that I was having on the previous videos. I know that was a thing. I've been watching the mic, and it doesn't appear to be echoing really bad. I have my PC volume turned down or off. I haven't muted, to be honest with you. But, so the only music you guys should be hearing is directly from the recording device, not from both the recording device and the mic picking things up. Now I do still have it where I can hear it. I have the audio coming out of my smaller TV that I'm playing this on, because of course I am playing this on the PS4. Okay. Now, there is, outside of those mites, there is a fly trap up here. Or a mite trap. In order to prevent myself from aggroing, I'm just gonna walk this way. dude. Don't mind me. Just don't want to fight. You particularly. Okay. You know, honestly, stealth never came to mind when playing this game, because it's always about rushing in and killing everything. But oh crap! Forgot that was there. That's a trap. You can barely see. There's another one up ahead where it's positioned in such a way you almost can't even see it before you get close enough to aggro it. That room over there is just for EXP. There might be a coffer in there, but it's not worth it for me. So going this way. I think there is actually a coffer in the corner now that I think about it. But yeah, there's a couple of lightning sprites in there. It's not really worth it. Also, another trap. Again, you can break that one without aggroing it, but... And same thing here. Back this way, and hit it that way. The Abacination Chamber Door. When you reach this door, you have like 1 or 2 pulls before the boss. But aside of that, it's not quite over. Crap, I'm not going to be able to hit that, am I? One second. Okay, nothing bad, thankfully. Just brought some crazies. Snack on those later. Anyway, going through this is the one that it might spawn behind you, so it guarantees you have to fight it. Of course, we had to fight most of them on the way through because mites are a pain to dodge, but hey. Oops, you're not there yet. I won't break my combo. Okay. Just gonna throw a battle to be safe. There's a lightning sprite down here too. I don't know if the lightning sprite aggroes by sound or magic, or maybe it's proximity. Could be. I just thought of something. Whenever you tap to select the target now, they have these little arrows that tell you what direction they are facing. They do that for battle. I wonder if I can use that to see what direction an enemy is facing. Like, without engaging it. I'll have to check that on something. Yes, I can. Oh, well, I'm going to assume the lightning sprite is proximity, but I'm going to test it and hope it's sound. Oh. Well, we're just going to keep going. And apparently sprites are sound-based. That's interesting. They actually, Final Fantasy XI, they used to only be aggressive to magic. But I'm not going to argue with that. If it's going to aggro sound and I can slip past it, then I'm not going to complain. I'll keep that in mind for later. Anyway, enjoy a cutscene, because this cutscene has a little more influence, a little more importance. It's a story-based cutscene, because we're here to save the Elder Sylph. The Elder Sylph is basically our branch between the Sylph Beastmen and the people of Gridania, but if you say so.
Seize that on Rajador.
Maybe.
Mayhap I might if I deign to speak in my guest crude tongue. We meet at last. I am Lali-ho of the Asians, servant to the one true god.
That's what you call yourself, huh? Interesting name.
Yours is a most fantastical tale, truly absorbing.
I'm out of coffee.
It is a tale to tell Eorzea's children before bedtime, and it will soon be dark, bringer of light.
Okay. Weird name you got for me.
The Dark Minions.
All that stands between this world and darkness is an irksome anomaly in the ether. The Echo. Yes, yours is a most fascinating tale. Alas, like all good tales, it must needs come to an end. But fear not.
What you do into that, Mike?
Here, feel the presence of evil.
What, no think?
For the end of your tale is but the beginning of another. The tale of the crystal's demise.
Well, okay then. Can I just say I love Lali-ho? One of the best voice acting in Realm Reborn is from Lali-ho. Oh, you big. You got very big. So, yeah, that's why we're fighting a giant mite. Lali-ho made it very, very big. There is actually an altered cutscene that happens at the end of this dungeon if you come back. I don't remember what it is, but yeah, it's basically not Lali-ho. When you jump down here and engage the boss, everyone who's up there gets sucked down by that wind. So this boss is pretty normal. There's a bunch of fleshy pods around. You can see them around the outside of the arena. One thing you can do to protect yourself is to destroy all of them, but I don't have the time to do that, not solo. So we're just going to focus on destroying the boss as quickly as possible. Now, he has a couple of attacks. The Silk Stream attack he just used, if you get hit by it, you get thrown backwards. Silky Web, he spawns a fleshy pod on top of his target, so you want to kind of walk him around if you're solo. Again, I don't recommend doing this solo. I don't know why I'm explaining my strategies here, but let's just be honest here. It's good as a tank if you get the fleshy pod on you to move it around the arena. Just make sure to not do what I'm doing here and keep them facing it, because that's pretty bad. Cosmites, they spawn throughout the battle. There's 2 spawns of them. There's 2 each time they spawn. So, 2 sets of 2. Kill them ASAP for the first spawn. Now if you're solo, or if you're in any group, you don't have to kill the second group of them, because by the time he summons them, he's usually low enough HP you can just take him out. But in my case, I'm going to be trying to kill all of them because I don't want to die. And they do damage, and any damage I take is less HP I have. And I know that's, you know, people die when they're killed, but it's that kind of thinking that I need as much HP as possible because it's a boss fight. But anyway, so yeah, this is the first part of the fight. It gets a little more interesting later. Also, if I come around where that fleshy pod at the first is going to be a problem, I'll break it. But yeah, what he tries to do with Silkscreen is knock you back into the fleshy pods on the outside of the arena. That way you get poisoned and take damage from them. It's not a bad idea. I respect it. Also, because the leaden doesn't do damage, it doesn't hurt to stand here. It's not going to be it's not a poison effect like in a later dungeon called Aram Vale. That dungeon is hell, and I don't look forward to it. Deadly Thrust. Okay, that is the attack that spawns the second phase of the battle. See how his tail's targetable now? You want to kill that ASAP. Otherwise, he will be able to use Deadly Thrust again, and again, and again. It's very bad because it creates that massive poison field. So I'm going to actually use Berserk a little early to try to take this thing out ASAP. I don't want him spawning another poison field if I can help it. Now when you break it, he gets vulnerability up, and he usually gets stunned. Anyway, okay, we're just going to stand right here. I'll break one of those pods in a second. I just want to finish my combo. Okay. Actually, break that pod. Break that pod. Break that pod. Give myself some movement room here. Break that. No, that's him. Break that pod again. That poison field will go away in a moment. The first one. And then the second one will follow suit. Potion. Kind of wasting Storm's Path healing. Okay, the first poison spot's gone. With that, I should be okay now. Because, like I said, this boss doesn't do as much damage as the Cat of Nine Tails boss. The second spawn of Might. See how low HP he is? Yeah, normal parties can actually take him out pretty quickly. Usually, you either limit break the tail as soon as it spawns and break the tail instantly, or you can AoE limit break with either Ranger or ranged attack or Magic Caster, and limit break the second set of ads as soon as they come in and gather on the boss. Whichever way, it's whichever, doesn't matter. Or you can wait until the tail's broken and limit break him as soon as the ads spawn. That way you know you've gotten rid of him as quickly as possible without those ads being a problem. Also, little battle. And another potion. That should be all I need. Berserk. I probably... I may need to heal again. Hopefully not. Go ahead and pop defense buff. So yeah, that's this dungeon. There's really nothing else to this aside from just breaking pods as they get in the way. And most times normal parties don't have to worry about that because he doesn't summon this many pods. And even then, all they do is do minor damage and poison you. For me, the poison is the part that's so bad about them, and why I'm avoiding them. That is Graphius. Big Scorpion friend is down. I mean, let's be honest. It says it's a Might, but it was a Scorpion. And that just about does it for this. Did we get anything good? Frostbite. Brigand's Belt. Anything I can use? I know I can't use the weapon. Oh, Warden's Belt. I didn't have the Warden's Belt then. But the Brigand's Breeches are mine. Yay. Oh no, Warden's Belt was dropped earlier apparently, and I forgot to do that. Okay, well that would make things a little bit easier. But alright then. And that's going to do it for this. So I hope that everyone enjoyed this. And I plan on continuing this until the game just stops me. So until then, we hope to see you again. Later.